yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. It's certainly been a feature coming up this far, further than I've ever been here, to have a look and see what it's like. Yeah. Alright then, I'll catch you all on the next trip. Hopefully, after sussing out everything on the boat, I think a fishing trip might be on the cards, and I'll be able to catch up with you then. All the best, and I'll catch you soon. Well, here I am. I've walked up from where the boat was. I've put the boat in a nice quiet spot. I've walked up here, and there's the reason I can't get through. They've completely blocked it off. And I tell you what, if that's not man-made, because look at those rocks there. Yeah, definitely man-made. And I can understand why. We've got a nice house up on the top here, and there's another one over there. Yeah. They didn't want people travelling up there, I don't think. Looking at that. Yes, there's quite a few houses up there. Yeah. Okay. And that's what they've done. Completely blocked it off. Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's the another view of the countryside. He's got quite a big herd here, this bloke, this farmer. Yeah, it's gee, it's vast, isn't it? Beautiful big countryside. Yeah, and it goes for bloody miles. Yeah. Oh well, I better make me way back. It's after 4. Take a bit of time getting back, so I hope you've enjoyed this farmland as far as the eye can see. Look at that. Unbelievable. This is what it's like up here. It's so quiet. God, there's stock over there. There's a farmer in the distance working. Yeah. Bloody beautiful. Houses way up there on the hill. And a farmer over there just looking after his livestock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up a bit further, because the reason why I came back here is because I can't get through any further. There is a rock face right across the river. I'm just going to take a couple of shots of that, and just to show you what it was like. I won't be long. Well, back again. As you can see, I found a nice little spot to pull in, and I've just climbed up the face here, and this is what I'm looking out at. Yes, hello, I'm back again. Yeah, I switched the motor down a little bit, just so we went to about 7 foot to 6 foot, and then it came up again. We're travelling now at about 12 to 15. And I'm looking for a spot at the moment to tie up, so I can look at that house up there, God. Farmhouses, look. Jesus Christ, beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to look for a nice spot, and then I'm going to tie up and just relax and take it all in. Yeah, I'll take some more photos too. And over there's a nice little spot. But yeah, I'll just oh, hang on. We've gone to 8 foot at the moment, 9. Yeah, the higher up we get, I've really got to watch it, the depth. A kayak would be fantastic as well. 9.8 at the moment. 8 point, yeah. But she's still reasonably, there's still a bit of depth there. Yeah, she's hovering around there about 9 and 8 at the moment. I'm reaching a big stretch of the river here, and the depth might come up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, at the moment, yeah, she is climbing a bit. Yeah, so you really got to keep an eye on that, because you definitely don't want to run aground. No way. So yes, it was great coming up here. My life took a change. There's a heap of birds here sitting on this tree. Look at them. They're taking off as I get closer. Yeah, and I moved back here. And by gee, I'm glad I did. It's been beautiful up here. Come up here to stay with my daughter, and yeah, it's been really good. And my grandkids are here, so that worked out really good as well. Gee, that just reminded me I'll have to get some Easter eggs. Yeah, so we don't want to get caught out without them. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be a good Easter. Doing this would be great, wouldn't it? For everyone. Not everyone can, I know, but it's a great pastime. Enjoying the great outdoors. I've got some camping gear here that I can use with a beautiful, a nice little tent, and I've got a sleeping bag, which no matter how cold it gets, it's still very good. Yeah, so believe me, up here it gets cold, especially at night now. Autumn, we're getting the colder nights. I think it gets down to about 7 at night. Yeah, but no, camping has been a big part of my life. I dropped off for a while there, but now that I'm up here, that's one way of enjoying everything here, is to go out and camp and see the great outdoors. Yeah, gee, that's I'll just show you that. See that? Now that's sticking out the water, and by gee, I should put a bloody bubble on that. The depth is dropping off a bit, and we're coming around to another turn in the river, and the depth has gone up again. So yeah, you've really got to watch it. So I'm just looking for a spot that I can just tie the boat off. It's lovely and calm here. So you're out of the wind. As you can see, it's very calm. Yeah, it's a lovely sandy spot there, but I think you've got a lot of hoof prints there. I'd say the cattle come down there for a drink, because the Mitchell River runs from the silt jetties towards Eagle Point, and hits the Mitchell, and you've got salt water for a little way, and then the rest is just fresh all the way up. Yeah, so all right, I'll get back to you again shortly, and hopefully I'll have tied up by then. Catch up. Yeah, so as you can see, the banks of this river is really bushy, very thick. And I noticed since I've gotten further up, the depth, as I said, just averaging about 12, 11 to 15 foot, which I've got to keep an eye on, because I do believe that the river will peter out at some stage as you get higher up. Yeah. The fuel seems to be really good. Yep, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, so it's really great on fuel. Yeah, there's a lot of bird life here. Anyway, I'll see how we go further up. I'll switch off for now and I'll be back shortly. Well, here I am again, and I've gone further upriver than I've ever gone before, and we're right out in the middle of the country here. The farmland stretches really wide here. Yeah, I've got I passed a couple of houses, but by gee, they're a long way apart. Up here, on top of the hill here, we've got some properties with fresh fruit. Yeah, it looks like fruit. They've got netted off. I'm trying to see what it is. Looks like apples. Yeah. But by gee, I'm just looking at my my depth finder. Some of the depths here in this river go to about 24 foot, which is pretty deep. At the moment she's running on an average of about 12, 13 to 15. Yeah, so it's these are well worth having, these depth finders, or fish finders as they call them. I haven't had any luck spotting any fish yet though, but you see them jumping out the water. As we come around this bend, keep hoping that we'll see some more views of, we're heading out to the country now. We're going further past eastward and we're into the open country now. touch her off now, and I'll wait until we get a bit further up, and then we'll have another look. Okay, yeah, I've just got the motor up to about 30 miles an hour, 30 k's an hour, and I'll just show you the motor. And she's purring along at the moment. There you are there. And we're getting a bit further on, and yeah, so even at 30k she seems to plane out pretty well. Yeah, so I'm looking at the bird life here. I'll see if I can catch some for you where you can have a look at them that are on the river. As you can see, the motor is purring along beautifully. I'll open her up shortly so you can have a good run. If you can see in the distance there's a bloke there on his board rowing. They have a lot of water sports here, the rowing clubs, yeah, to compete with other towns, and really good. Yeah. There's another couple of beautiful homes over there that overlook the Mitchell. How good's that? Relaxing there with a lovely cuppa would be good. And yeah, so there's a lot to be got here, considering they've kept the bush, which was really good because you don't want to lose that for progress. No way. It's beautiful along here. Look at this private house up top. They look like penthouses, but it's a private house. There's the jetty there. Yeah, it's a beautiful calm day today. I think it's about 24. As you can see, I've got my Bimini. I am going to get another one later on that will eventually come down the back, that if some people want to come out with me, they're not in the heat of the day, because you look at the seating arrangements here. I've got two front seats here, and I've got the seats joined at the back and two right on the motor there. So I can seat about 6 people. And so with a Bimini, they'll be able to stay. Oh, I'll keep the sun off them anyway, because it gets very hot up there. Jeez. Yeah, we're into autumn now, and the climate's a lot better. Although the sun is still hot. Yeah, but it's really good. Yeah. There's another view of the size of the Mitchell. It goes up a fair way. In fact, it goes up a long way. It heads to the high country, this, but I don't know how far you can go before you can't use the boat anymore. I would say it'd peter out to shallow as you get higher up. You can understand why they get floods here, why it floods. Now if you have a look over there, there's heaps of bats. See them in the trees up there? And here, I'll get a close-up of them for you. Heaps of bats in the trees. And unfortunately the town argued about them, because you can't enjoy the parkland because of the mess they make and the stench of the bats. And the protesters won out and the bats were able to stay. So gee, if I lived here, I know what I'd be doing. Anyway, there's some more homes there. But what I was saying earlier about the floods here, it gets pretty bad. You wouldn't believe it, but this river floods the whole town. Look how high it is from the bank, and that just like another huge lake here. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but I've been down here and had a look with the floods, and had me drone out to have a look. It was really great having a look. Not great for the town, but it was a great spectacle looking at the bloody floods. Yeah, so each year you could just about say that'll happen, or as soon as they get a bit of steady rain, because it comes from higher up, a lot of it. In 2011, I think it was, they had to close the town off. They couldn't get through. Went over the bridge and stopped all the transport coming through, because there's only one way in and out of this river, of this town, and it stopped a lot of industry, I tell you. Yeah, until the flood subsided, and it takes a while before it does subside. Yeah. So, as you can see, we're nearing a bend up here. There's another jetty there. See, they're part of the parkland. They're not privately owned, and you can ride your bike, or that's a viewing platform over there, and you can ride your bike and enjoy the park and sit and relax. Yeah. I'm coming up here to another bridge just up here, and this is the bridge that goes across to Eastwood, which is another town further up from Bairnsdale. I liked it in Eastwood. The place is very upmarket. It's really a nice place. It's nice and quiet. They've got shopping there, and you don't have the crowds like you do in Bairnsdale. And believe me, Bairnsdale has changed. It's not the same anymore. It's become very, very busy now. And but I must admit, living up here, see, I lived in Melbourne, but living up here, you do see, notice that the town, around about after 6 o'clock, is quiet. Everything shuts. Yeah, so it's strange when you come up from Melbourne that everything's open. You come up here and everything's closed. Even on the Saturdays, it closes at 12. Everything shuts. The only thing that remains open is a nice cafe somewhere where you can relax, have a talk, and enjoy it that way. Yeah. But it's what I'll do is I'll finish just now, and I'll catch up with you shortly as I get a bit further up. Catch you then. This is the upper region of the Mitchell, and as you can see, there's a lot of good spots here. beautiful little places where people can actually sit in and enjoy their lunch and have a look at the river. There's something about the river that makes it very relaxing. As you can see, the upper regions are pretty big going through Bairnsdale here. I see a lot of fish jumping out the water here too. It'd be good. I didn't bring me rods, but I will next time, and try my luck at a bit of trawling. It's probably carp or something. Yes, hello. I'm doing the, as from the last film I had, I'm doing the upper regions of the Mitchell, and as you can see, this is a walk. This is through the parks and gardens through the Mitchell River. We've got a lot of people here that enjoy it with their canoeing, kayaking, and they build so that people can actually gather and enjoy the river. There's a lot of facilities along here that they can stop in with their boat, or as they're walking they can stop over and have a barbecue and that and enjoy the surrounds. It's really a nice setup. Bike riding is another one, they can enjoy that as well. The